Hello, everybody, and welcome into the Edward Jones Chatting Cage. I'm Jameson Coyle. This show is all about you, the fans, because you get to ask the questions to today's guest, Tampa Bay Rays pitcher Blake Snell. There are two ways you can ask a question. You can click the green button below and sign up, or you can sign in for your chance to ask that question live, or you can tweet us these questions using the hashtag Chatting Cage. So, without further ado, let's bring in Blake into the Edward Jones Chatting Cage. There he is right there. Blake, how's it going?
It's going good. I'm enjoying Miami and enjoying the season so far.
All right. Well, hopefully you enjoy some of these questions. A couple of Twitter questions already coming in, so let's get right to the fun. Joey M96 on Twitter wants to know, Blake, where did the nickname Snellzilla come from? What do you got?
Yeah, it came from my older brother. He's like a guy I've always looked up to. I've always kind of like mocked in a way, and it was something I took from him at a young age through video games. It was his gamer tag name, and then I took it, and then it kind of just ran with it at a young age, and yeah, now I'm just kind of taking it over.
All right, time for a fan question here on the Edward Jones Chatting Cage. Bring in the fan right here. What's your name and what's your question for Blake?
Hi, my name is Tori, and I'm from Lakeland, Florida. Congrats on 11 wins. That is awesome. What's your mental approach this year versus last year?
I would say my mental approach would be I'm just more locked in, honestly. Every day I kind of know what I'm doing. I know why I'm doing it, and I've noticed a big difference from it, and that's kind of all. I'm a lot more focused, I'm a lot more driven in what I'm doing, and yeah, that's kind of what has taken me forward this year.
All right, kind of following up on that, Jesse Lee 16 on Twitter wants to know, how do you prepare and get ready on a day that you take the hill?
Well, honestly, I don't really get locked in until about an hour before. I used to get locked in very early, and I felt like I'd just be drained before the game even started. Now I like to just talk to my teammates, just kind of enjoy the day until about an hour before, and then I lock it in. I've already locked in what I'm going to do the day before, so I know what I'm going to do going into the day. And then about an hour before, I like to get my legs loose, get my arm and leg stretched, and then I go out there, play catch, and get ready for the game.
Locked in, dialed in. Kay Bakerman on Twitter wants to know, Blake, your thoughts on the Rays' 20th anniversary throwback unis so far this season. What do you think of the threads?
I think everyone enjoys the threads. I like the unis a lot. I think we should wear them more often. I just think everyone likes the unis. I think they're one of the best unis in baseball, honestly. So I say we should wear them more often.
All right, staying on the topic of fashion, Julia R. Cooper on Twitter wants to know, is it true that you own over 250 pairs of shoes? And if so, do you have a favorite pair?
Yeah, I own more now. That was
Wow.
a while ago that article was written. I own probably like 350 now. I got a room specialized just for my shoes. And my favorite pair would be the Air Jordan 11s. It's something that I probably got like 30, 40 pairs of those just alone. So that'd definitely be my favorite pair.
Do you wear them more than once? How does it work? How'd you kind of get into the whole shoe thing?
Yeah, sometimes I don't even wear the shoe. It's there to collect. But I got into it. There was a guy in 7th grade that gave me my first pair of Stephen Francis's, and I liked them a lot. And then I liked Air Jordans more, though. That was like my thing, and I kind of ran with that, and I kind of fell in love with shoes, and then I just stayed with it, and here I am now with 350 pairs-ish.
And growing, I can assume. You're watching the Edward Jones Chatting Cage. We got another fan question for you, Blake. There we are. What's your name? What's your question?
Hi, I'm Addison, and I was just wondering, what would it mean to you to make the AllStar Game?
Yeah, I think it would be cool. Everyone wants to make the AllStar Game, so for me, if I did make it, no, it mean a lot. I think it would be cool more so to see my family and see the support that I would have with people that just support my dream. But also for me personally, it's something that I've been chasing for a long time. So to see it come true, that'd be pretty cool and special for me.
Kind of along those lines, B. Thomas68 on Twitter wants to know, Wilson Ramos on track for the All-Star game. Can you describe a little bit what he does behind the plate?
Yeah, I mean, well, first off, he's just an all-around catcher. He's an all-around person. I think he's earned it. I mean, just by the way he's hitting, by the way he's catching, the way that our pitching staff's pitching. He gets all those guys locked in. He's locked in every day. And he just takes everything so serious. I mean, his approach at the plate when he's hitting is serious. When pitchers give up a run, I mean, he gets upset with us. He gets upset with himself. He's a guy that really cares about the performance of his pitchers and the performance of himself behind the plate as well. So I think hands down he's won it. He's earned it. I mean, he's done everything he can to put himself in a spot where he starts that game. And I personally think he's going to make it, and I think he's going to be the guy that starts behind the plate.
All right, you're watching the Edward Jones Chatting Cage with Blake Snell. Another fan question coming for you, Blake. What's your name? What's your question?
Hey, I'm Jacob Smith. First of all, Blake, congratulations on having a very successful year so far. I just wanted to know, who's your biggest inspiration for playing baseball professionally?
Well, thank you for saying that about my season. And I would say my dad. My dad, he taught me everything. He's the one that kept me going, even when I didn't want to play a couple seasons when I was younger. But, yeah, no, my inspiration is my dad and then also my dad's mother, my grandmother. Those two have really been really influential in me continuing to play, the reason why I play, and the joy that I play with.
All right, time now for the EDJ question of the day. Blake, what do you remember most about your Major League debut back in 2016? Take us through that day.
Yeah, I was in Norfolk. I was playing them. I got a call from the manager, which never happens. He called me. We had a meeting. It was him, me, Kyle Snyder, who's not a pitching coach here, and then Dewey Robertson. And then, yeah, they just told me, like, congrats, you're going up to the show. You're going to pitch against the Yankees. I think it was the Saturday, April 23rd. I told all my friends and family. They all showed up. I left about an hour. I mean, right after that, I packed my bags, went to the field, grabbed my stuff from there, hopped on a plane, and I was in New York. It all went by very fast. But I just remember, like, all my family and friends, they were getting in that night, that morning of the day I pitched. And then it was a day game, so I went out there, started warming up, and I had probably like 20, 30 people there, friends, family. And that was probably the thing that meant most to me was they all dropped what they were doing to come support something that I've been chasing for so long. And then, yeah, the game kind of flew by. I don't really remember much about the game. I just remember the last out was Ellsbury popping out to KK, and then I was done after 5. But it was a fun game. I remember we lost to Gardner hitting a home run to walk it off, so that was pretty upsetting. But, yeah, the game itself, I mean, it went by so fast. But just seeing my friends and family, that's what meant the most to me.
How about the nerves leading up to it? Were you nervous for that big league start there?
Yeah, I was nervous until I walked out. Once I walked out, I kind of just said, this is what you've been working for. It's time to go. And then, yeah, I mean, I kind of just blacked out, honestly. I don't remember much of it.
Just cruise control from there on out. You're watching the Edward Jones Chatting Cage. Time for another fan question here for Blake Snell. There you are. What's your name and what's your question?
Hi, Blake. My name is Peter Arcuri. I live right here in Tampa, Florida. First of all, I want to congratulate you on the great season you're having. I really, really wish I had you on my fantasy team right now, but I don't. But my question is, I saw a little while back that Odell Beckham Jr. was at a Rays game wearing your jersey, and he was hitting home runs in the batting cage. And I'm just curious how that happened and what connection you have with Odell Beckham Jr.
Yeah, well, first off, I'm going to need you to get me on the fantasy team. And second off, no, I played with a guy in the Rays system that ended up being one of my best friends. I mean, we really have grown our relationship a lot. One of his best friends was Odell Beckham Jr. We always were talking, and then we just one day we're in the same city, which was L.A., and then He wanted to come out hit BP. That's kind of how it all unfolded. We were hanging out. He came to hit BP. It was kind of cool for everyone just to, I mean, it's always cool when we have other athletes in the clubhouse. And for him to come out, I think the whole team enjoyed it. And, I mean, I enjoyed it, too. It was a good time.
All right, back to Twitter questions. Meg Wilson, 26, wants to know, what have you learned pitching alongside Chris Archer?
Yeah, I mean, I've learned a lot, more so mindset than anything. Him and me are very similar, and we're power pitchers. We have good stuff. But, I mean, he's just learned me composure, the way I approach hitters. Honestly, the way I work out, the way I eat, that's something that he's helped me a lot with. And, I've kind of taken off with it, and it's been a lot of credit to him.
I like this next one from Aaron813, kind of along those lines. You and Archer are obviously close. If you could team up on any game show together, what would it be?
Probably like Family Feud. I love Family Feud. So I think that would be fun to co-host with him. He would definitely be the main guy. I'll be the side guy. But, no, I mean, Family Feud would be fun. Why not?
Yeah, absolutely. Speaking along the lines of games, Jack Murray wants to know, says you're a big Fortnite guy. If you're playing squad mode,
sir.
Who's making up the other 3 guys on your squad there in Fortnite? Doesn't have to be members of your team either.
Oh, well, it's all fam. Like, it'll be my older brother and then my 2 best friends. And then, I mean, I play with fans too sometimes. If I don't have anyone in and we need an extra player, I'll just go on Twitter, see who wants to play, and then I'll let them play with us. And, yeah, I mean, it's fun. I'm pretty good at it. I would say I'm a good player, but my strategy with the team is what makes me really good.
Okay. Team player. Are you buying the suits and stuff like that, the extra outfits? Are you one of those guys?
Yeah.
And the dance moves?
Yeah, I got the skins.
Oh,
I'm moving. I'm moving and grooving on that game.
You're dialed into Fortnite, I can tell. Blake, thank you so much. Really appreciate you taking out the time to join us today on the Edward Jones Chatting Cage. Good luck the rest of the way this season. And, again, appreciate you taking a few minutes for us.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, Blake Snell right there. Thank you, the fans, for joining us and making this show go. We'll have more shows like this all season long, so check back here for the next edition of the Edward Jones Chatting Cage. I'm Jamison Coyle. We'll see you next time.